Welcome to my first video on YouTube as a painter. I wanted to share with you the time lapse of my last digital painting done in Procreate using a new brush stamped through by Grad Brushes. I'll add the link in the description of this video. I wanted to challenge myself and do something more traditional. Like, I come from a traditional background, let's say. So I'm used to pastels and acrylics, so I wanted to do it as natural as possible, so just one layer and possibly just one brush. But as you see, this stamped through brush, although I love it, as you'll see the final results, didn't really work for me in the background, so I did the sky using a regular oil brush. Because the stamp through just the white didn't fit with me. I'm not sure what happened there, but the white is not really white, so I wanted just a clear white clouds, that's all. But the rest I did with this new brush. The title of the painting is A Moment of Tranquillity. I just wanted to do something simple and peaceful, and imagine myself just lying down there, smoking a cigarette and watching a wonderful, I guess, early afternoon by the light. So just, a line of trees, a freshly cut field of wheat or whatever crop. I also decided, as you'll see in the moment, to add quite a lot of stuff, which I then thought that it's not really necessary, like those poppy flowers. So you'll see all the time back and forth here, like adding the flowers, removing them, adding some ferns and removing them. And I wanted to keep the process, as I did it. No editing to show off how good I am with the program. So just I kept it raw. And also, like, I had to remove sometimes many steps back, because it's all on the same layer, so I couldn't just delete layer and then try again. So I needed to be quite careful of what I did with this. The trees I did here, as you can, I guess, imagine, they are pines, so I needed them to be a bit reddish. But after a while I decided that it's not green enough. Okay, I suggest here that we are on the edge of some kind of forest, but I wanted also the greenery in the foreground, so I added this young pine. I also experimented with some fresh leaves on those grown-up pines, but I decided against it in the end. Then you see all types of experimentation with roots. I wanted one of the trees to be a bit, moved from the ground and like barely hanging on. I hope I achieved it. Then I have the fern phase here, where I try to place ferns to not have so monotone of a foreground, but in the end they didn't feel right there, so I just did 2 or 3 barely visible ferns there. Suggested them more in the places where the light is shooting through those pines. And also I didn't want to have this young pine, this offshoot, to be alone, so I gave it a little sibling. And there you see another experimentation with some foliage on those grown-up pines, but again, I go against it. Some details here and there, trying to make some offshoots of those roots also, but they didn't feel right. Again, bringing up the final versions of those ferns and some lighter patches of grass undergrowth. And now that I'm almost done with the foreground, it's time for the final piece. The lone pine stump, I assume, and the only animal to be present in this painting, which will be a lone little bird of prey of unknown species with random coloration. Really, I didn't follow any particular animal. I just wanted it to look out to the field and maybe wait for some kind of prey. And that is pretty much it. A Moment of Tranquility by yours truly, Yahya Lehistani. Please do not hesitate to subscribe and follow me if you want on Instagram. I publish art there daily, basically, at this point. See you around. Bye.